allan daginn. Þetta Óskar hérna. Þetta Speak Viking og þú ert að horfa á Speak Viking live hérna á YouTube. Velkomin. Gott að sjá ykkur. Ég bara hérna að tala og ég ætla ekki að tala ensku í þetta skiptið. Ég ætla bara að tala íslensku. Þannig að ef þið viljið hlusta á íslensku þá eruð þið komin á réttan stað. Óskar Bragi heiti ég og ég rek Speak Viking og Speak Viking snýst að kenna íslensku. Já, gott að sjá ykkur. Góðan daginn. Velkomin. Ég búinn að vera að kenna íslensku á netinu í 10 ár og ég hef kynnst alls konar skemmtilegu fólki. Velkomin Kristoff, gott að sjá þig. Velkomin, hey. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'm just going to be speaking Icelandic for the most part. Ég sit hérna í bílnum mínum. Ég var í sundi og ég að hugsa hvað ég ætla að fá mér að borða í kvöld. Ég að hugsa málið. Hvað gæti orðið fyrir valinu? Ég veit það ekki. Já. Þannig að ég var að hugsa hvernig best að búa til einfaldar setningar og einfaldar setningar geta verið eitthvað eins og ég að borða, ég að labba, ég að sofa, ég að tala, ég að hlusta. So I am and then fill in the verb basically. The French have a saying for when you're hungry and it is not dinner time, which translates roughly to eat your hand and save the other for tomorrow. Does Icelandic have any similar sayings? We have a saying for like when you regret something. It's like you say, oh, you're like gnawing on the back of your hands. No, sorry. In the, what is it? It's the handakriki. Nagasi handakrikan. I forget what it is exactly, but I can't think of anything similar to that exactly. But you would say að borða hendina og geyma hina þangað til á morgun, if you wanted to say that in Icelandic, for to eat your hand and save the other for tomorrow. Að borða hendina sína og geyma hina þangað til á morgun is how you would say that in Icelandic. I'm thinking, ég að hugsa, Kristoff, ég að hugsa hvað það getur verið. To save for tomorrow or when you're hungry now. Nei, þetta ekkert í hug. Hi Salem, gott að sjá þig. What I usually talk about when it comes to food, have this saying. There's this saying about cats. You may have seen this on my channel. It's when you say that something is ekki upp í nösina á ketti. Ekki upp í nösina á ketti. And that means not up the nostril of a cat. Basically, it means like when something is so tiny that it wouldn't even, go up the nose of a cat because it will fall out again. So when you have a piece of food and there's very little of it, you could say something like Þetta ekki upp í nösin á ketti. That's not even up the nostril of a cat, because it will fall out again. Salim, I've been trying to learn Icelandic. Any tips? Yeah, have fun, enjoy the process, and keep going. And try to connect it to something that you're interested in, like a hobby of yours. So if you like music, listen to Icelandic music. If you like books, read books in Icelandic. If you like movies, watch Icelandic movies. I know that that's kind of basic, but that is what you want to do when you're interested in Icelandic. Connect it to a hobby of yours. If you like something like fishing, fishing for fish, you could name all the things in your tackle box and your fishing rod and different types of fish and the fishing gear and basically like going around the house and labeling things in Icelandic and incorporate it into your life. Start talking to strangers in Icelandic and see their reaction. Huh? Uh, yeah, you're welcome, Salem. Thank you for tuning in. Living in Iceland for a year and taking real life lessons, that would be very cool. Það væri mjög gaman að flytja til Íslands í 1 ár og taka og fara í tíma, íslensku tíma, í alvörunni. Já, think about some other things. Heia Norge. Okay. I'm Norwegian. Ég norskur. I'm Norwegian. Ég norskur. So I think it's cool to hear words that are almost the same in both languages. Þannig að mér finnst cool að heyra orð sem eru næstum því eins í báðum tungumálum. It is very interesting, right? Have you seen the Old Norse video with myself and Jackson Crawford and Tor, and I want to say it was Mikke, the Danish teacher, where this was basically what we were doing. We were seeing how close Icelandic, Norwegian, and Danish modern languages are to Old Norse. And so Norwegian, Danish, Swedish kind of branched off in different directions, but Icelandic, for the most part, kind of stayed the same, similar to the Old Norse. Check it out. Já, tjekkaðu á þessu, Salim. Það er mjög gott. Ég mæli með því. If there are no more questions, I might just keep this short for today. Just wanted to dip my toes in. Ég vildi dýfa tánum út í vatnið and see if I could come up with some ideas or things to share. But I can't think of much at the moment. Mér dettur ekki margt í hug. So unless there are any questions, I'm gonna say bye. Ef það engar spurningar, þá ætla ég að segja bless, bless. But thank you all for checking in. Bye. Bye, Salim. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for checking. Thanks for tuning in. Gott að sjá þig. Good to see you. Hi. Any questions? Let me know if you have questions. Einhverjar spurningar? Einhverjar spurningar? Anyone? 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 Bueller? Bueller? Yeah? Okay. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Takk fyrir. Yes, we were actually just talking about this, me and Salem. So Icelandic and Old Norse are very close. So we're able to read some very old ancient texts. Yes. Sometimes it's a little bit confusing and we need to look it up, but we recognize the words basically, like for the most part, can make sense of it. But sometimes you do need to look things up. It's kind of like Old English or Shakespearean text, for example, in English. Like it makes sense, you recognize it, but then sometimes it means different things. But Old Norse and Icelandic are remarkably close. Does that answer the question? Was that a good answer? Um, en já, við getum lesið ancient Scandinavian texts. Okay then. If there are no more questions, I'm just gonna say bless bless í bili. Bye for now, and thank you for tuning in. Okay, takk fyrir. Bless bless.